Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Eating While Broke. I'm your host, Coline Witt, and today we have very special guest filmmaker Wesley Armstrong, aka Wuz Good, in the building.
Yes, sir.
I'm so excited to have you. I've known you, watched you from afar for years now. Years. In the DMs, it's nice to get a response, and I believe in an ultimate follow-up. But watching your growth over the years is it's actually better now that I got to, do the interview. Because back then it was kind of more in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Now you have all these huge milestones, And not only are you a filmmaker, you are also actor on North of the 10,
creator, editor, producer,
every
colorist.
Wow.
Social media influencer. I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah. But before we get into it, and before we accidentally burn down the studio, tell us what you're going to have us.
That's unplugged, by the way. I believe it is. It was in the
Just so you guys know, he requested a George Foreman grill on this. Usually we do the cooktop.
The question was, what did you used to eat in college? I'm like, wow, that's a loaded but unloaded question. And I was like, you know what? I used to do burgers on the George Foreman grill. That's one thing that I used to do.
But how does it feel to go back to eating this dish?
I don't know what to expect because I'm not really a cook like that. My fiance, she cooks more. So this is gonna be a group effort.
It's a group effort.
Yes, because I may be like, hey, Colleen, I don't know what I'm doing here. Does this look cooked? But I think I got it. I got it.
And now your dish, you could go ahead and tell the fans what it is, what we're cooking, and what all your ingredients are.
Absolutely. Okay. So what we're doing is a burger. All right. Very, very complicated dish. Okay. This is a delicacy. We're going to be using Beyond Meat and ketchup and mustard. We have cheese here, but I wouldn't recommend that I eat the cheese.
Okay.
It's a lactose thing.
Okay.
If you would like cheese, I'll give you some.
I'm going to try and eat it exactly how you ate it, so I'll skip the cheese too.
Okay. I mean, back in the day, no, my stomach was built different.
Oh.
Yeah, it was built different, so I would
I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do the cheese.
Okay.
This isn't real, I heard these aren't real cheese.
Not worth the risk.
Really? Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And then we also have Kool-Aid jammers here.
Hell
now, this right here, this dates back to the childhood. This is definitely it's hot outside, so this reminds me of the hot summer days coming in, and the drink is good when you go,
yeah, exactly.
And I started thinking about, when I was over here, I was like, why did we go, and I figured it out. It's because when we're drinking, we're holding our breath. We're not even breathing. We're just drinking. And so at the end, we're it tastes good, but we're also breathing again. So I'm excited to at the end of drinking that.
Okay. Now I'll never ever hear that sound and not think about that explanation.
Try to breathe while you're drinking and drinking.
But whenever I drink something nice, you like to be like, ooh, or yeah. So go ahead, start making this dish. And me and Wes, we used to eat red meat, so we both are not. So we're red meat eaters. So now we're switching out for Beyond Meat. So don't think back in the day he was all bougied out. Beyond. Nah,
this is the LA version of me. I'm red meat in the LA version of me.
Okay.
So, I'm Beyond Burger in the red.
Yes, and version. I don't know if there's a such thing as not cooking a Beyond Burger all the way through.
I don't even know either.
We're gonna find out. Just try to make it look like a burger.
Yes. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel this plastic back. Ooh, I have a spatula here. Perfect. Yes. And the cool thing about
you could just dump it on there though.
Yeah. But I'm the chef today, so I have to use a spatula.
Go ahead.
And the cool thing about this is I can put them.
I feel like I should have brought you gloves.
Nah, nice. You know what? I think I might just dump them on.
Yeah. And then just peel the papers off.
I wonder if this thing... Okay, cool. It opens just like that. So peel the papers off.
You got this. I saw you
I
wash
got
your
this.
hands. You're good.
I definitely wash my hands. All right, there we go. Boom.
Did you tell your fiance that you were cooking today?
She knows.
Okay. She was like, good luck. Oh,
bam!
It made the sizzle. Look at that.
And the cool thing about it is there is a burner on both sides, so obviously there's no flipping it over. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There is no flipping.
There's no flipping it over.
You know, that's why I put the spatula there, because for some strange reason I thought, well, he'll probably have to flip.
Well, I might have to scoop it. You know,
Yeah,
it's hot, so we still need the spatch.
Look, see, and then did you notice that they don't put a drip pan on the
Yeah, no, they have it comes separately, the drip pan, so you put it up under there.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it like does it come in the box usually?
Usually, yeah. Because I remember mine was like a lot smaller than this.
Okay.
So this is the advanced version of
this is the nice one?
Yeah, this is the nice one.
Okay.
Because I could only do one on mine.
Oh.
Back in the day. So.
Well, all right. Now that you got the burgers on the grill.
Got them on the grill.
Take me back. All the way back before filmmaking, acting, the good old starting point of these burgers. I want to go as far back, and I want to get you all the way up to where you are today.
Okay. So we're going to go back to 2004. I think that's when I started going to, or 2003. That's when I started going to Amarillo College.
Okay.
And I lived in the dorms over there. And I was like, I got to eat. Mm-hmm. And I got the George Foreman grill because it was popular on TV. So I got one, and this would sit on my floor or on my little mini fridge. Mm-hmm. And this is what I would cook. I don't think I did it all the time. It'd be that or ramen. And I can't really remember exactly how financial aid worked, but somehow I was eating out as well sometimes. I think it was like McDonald's though.
It wasn't even Chili's. It was
yeah. Oh no, it was on a budget, man. I remember a girl I was dating. We were like scrounging change together. Like, all right, listen, we could hit Del Taco real quick for like $1. But yeah, that's where it started, and that's where I was like grilling. Then I did an internship at Disney World.
Okay.
Where I was in fast food, which is crazy. It wasn't my favorite thing.
Wait a minute. At the internship, you were?
Yeah, I was in fast food.
I don't understand. At Disney?
Yes.
Doing
so
what?
I worked in the parks.
Okay.
At this place called The Land, where I was in their restaurant area. So I was in, there was a rotating restaurant that rotated upstairs, and then there was a downstairs restaurant that I was in as well. Just wasn't my thing. I went to Disney because I thought I could become a park character or a Power Ranger. That's
what you wanted to be?
Yeah, if I was going to work at Disney, I was like, oh, this is great. I could be a Power Ranger because Disney owns Power Rangers or Fox or something like that. I remember my thinking was just out there. Then I was like, you know what? I'll be a park character. But that came with me needing to know how to dance. And I remember I went to the audition. I'm like, my name's going to be in lights anyway, so this is going to work out. And I didn't get cast. And I remember calling my mom crying because I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I didn't make it to be a park character. Like, this is.
And you were crying. You were upset.
I was upset, yeah.
What were you going to college for originally at Amarillo?
I was in the media department, so that's how I got the name Wuz Good, because I was on the radio. I know.
Oh, okay. You know what? I never said this, but your voice is so beautiful. I was like, man, he should be in radio. I love your voiceovers. Like, love them. I love your voice. But okay, now it's making sense. Yeah. Okay.
So I started out in radio, and then I did an internship at Disney, and that's when I started making videos. I got this program on Windows Movie Maker. Make sure this is good.
Yeah, make sure you didn't burn it already.
Nah, it's still good. Okay, so I got this program on Windows Movie Maker, and I started making like little videos while I was there at Disney. And like my first one did like 100,000 views on YouTube. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. So when I came back to Texas, I started making videos with all my friends. And one of the engineers at the radio was like, yo, you should check out this school called Full Sail. And I was like, well, what's that? So I looked it up online, and it's a school that teaches you everything about filmmaking. And they have different degree programs. So you have filmmaking, you have recording arts, you have graphic art and design, you have show production, you have entertainment business. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna be an editor because I could do that. So then I get down there. They sent me flyers for like a whole entire year. And I get down there, and I was like, oh, this is a lot of work. Like, to edit, like, first of all, I'm enamored by the school. The school was amazing.
Yeah.
But I saw how much editing was, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be doing this. So then I got into, one of my teachers was like, you know, if you want to be a filmmaker, you need to understand photography, you know, because film, a lot of people don't understand this. People that are outside of film don't understand that film is 24 pictures for 1 second. That's how you make video. You know, that's how they did it back in the day. It's 24 pictures. That's why they say 24 frames a second or 60 frames a second for like slow motion. So I started taking pictures of everything, like bus benches, cars, doorknobs. It didn't matter what it was.
Wait, what cameras were you using at the time?
I had like just a simple like, I think it was called a Rebel XTI. It was like a very basic one lens camera, very, very cheap. But it was a Canon. And I had got that and I took pictures of everything and I used that to just kind of build my portfolio. So then I got my business cards and I put business cards every place. But like it'd be on this little slot of the TV, urinals, it didn't matter what it was. And then I started getting business all up and down the East Coast. It was crazy. So
for pictures.
For pictures.
Okay, got it.
So from photography, I went into music videos. I really built it up from there. And I did music videos for years.
And you're just shooting, no editing.
No, I'm doing everything.
But like, I thought you said that.
I wanted to be an editor, but like I ended up becoming good at, you know, one, taking photos, and then building a team, directing. Like when I got into music videos, I started directing. Now I could edit them, but then I would bring on my friends that became better at editing than me. So now I'm directing the whole entire project. So I'm building up my portfolio there. And I start traveling the country doing music videos. Then I meet Darkchild, Rodney Jerkins.
Wow.
And I would go to these events with my laptop, right? And I had my business cards on there, and I maybe had 2 strong videos, 1 commercial and a music video. And I would just be like, new visual heat. And I just go to people and be like, hey, if you need a music video, if you need photography, you know, like these are my services. And I ended up meeting him there.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, if you're ever in LA, hit me up. And I'm like, okay, you know, I don't know what that means.
And where were you at the time?
I'm in Orlando.
Okay, you're in Orlando.
So I went to Texas, came back to Orlando. I went to Orlando for Disney, went back to Texas. The engineer was like, hey, you should check out Full Sail. Yeah. Went back to Orlando to go to the school.
Oh, okay. Full Sail was in Orlando. Got it.
Full Sail's in Orlando. And so I'm out there.
And then, I'm sorry, did you end up completing Full Sail or you ended up?
I graduated.
Oh, so but it's not in editing?
No, I graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in film.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So I graduated there.
Was it worth it? Just curious.
That's a good question. I think it's worth it because you get to work with your peers that are going to be making it in the industry. So it's good for networking. It's great for networking. Do I think you actually need to go to school for filmmaking in this day? Not really, because you can go to YouTube University and learn all the film techniques, but the networking aspect is really what you get out of it. You know, who is going to be great at this particular skill? Oh, I know an editor. Oh, I know someone that loves to do sound. Oh, I know someone that loves to be a cinematographer. Like that's the network you have. Oh, this guy's good at producing. You know, as a director, you have to have an eye for those people and surround yourself with the people that love their position. That's how you get quality products.
And I wanted to emphasize that. I love that you used like the word love, because I noticed that if they're not in love with that craft, it just doesn't work.
It's gonna be jank.
Yeah.
I think these might be done.
Okay, they look good. They look official.
The sides don't look done though. Maybe I could be wrong.
No, I think it's done.
You think it's done? Yeah.
Look at you flipping a burger that doesn't need to be flipped.
You know,
honestly, that looks done. Here, yeah, I'm gonna put a bun on mine.
Okay, put a bun on yours.
There.
Now, okay, you want cold cheese on yours, right? You gonna put the cheese on yourself?
Yeah, I'll handle the toppings.
Ba-dam!
Yo, it looks official. I kind of want to use a George Foreman now.
Yeah.
Doesn't it look official?
It's very official.
Okay.
Welcome to my kitchen. Okay. All right, so I'm more.
So I love the fact that you're also not just working on your skill, but you're like, yo, I'm gonna market the heck out of myself.
You know, like it's interesting because truth be told, my real motivation for going to film school was like, you know what, I want to be an actor, but I don't know how to get into it. So I work from behind the camera to get in front. That was kind of like the secret, my own secret to myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up, finding a skill, and real love for being behind the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of chased that thing. And I might be leaving out a few other details. You guys can find it all in my book. I'm kidding, I don't have a book yet.
Oh, did you see my
No, I did this thing called Draw My Life, where I chronicle my life from my childhood to at least 2013 when Vine and Instagram. Now I'm good. But yeah, so Full Sail was great. I made a lot of great connections. Some of my best friends went there that I still work with to this day. So boom. When is it happening? Okay. So while I'm there, I start working with this lady named Julia Beverly. Julia Beverly had this magazine called Ozone Magazine. And
I remember Ozone Magazine.
So boom. Yes.
Okay.
So I see her. I meet her at one of the events. I go up to her. I don't even know what I say, but she was like, okay, I'll hit you up one day. She hits me up. She's like, hey, I need you to shoot an artist in Atlanta. It's not a big budget, but if you can come up there and shoot him, it'll be the cover of Ozone Magazine. That artist was B.O.B. And I was like,
shit.
oh, great.
Well, was he B.O.B. at the time?
He was becoming B.O.B.
Okay, got it.
So I went up there, met him, shot the photos. It was great. And I started just doing different covers for her. So I did Ace Hood, Pitbull, Khaled. I was just doing covers for her. A year later, B.O.B. gets signed to Atlantic Records, and he calls me. He's like, hey, I got signed to Atlantic. I'd love for you to do the album cover. I was like, what? Yes, I would love to do it.
And were you when an artist like that calls you, so I'm imagining that while you're on set, you're building some kind of rapport where they could call your number? Or is it just he saw your artwork and was like, yo, give me that photographer?
Yeah, no, I'm always building a rapport. I'm always, I think the thing about this industry is, one, I always look at it like the NBA of imagination. These are the people that I would play with at the playground and kick it with, or someone I would play toys with. So if we're on that same level,
I like that, yeah.
Of course we want to work together.
Yeah.
And when we were at the shoot, we were just having a good time. It was cool. And so when he called me for that, I was humbled but excited and just yeah, what do you want to do? And he was all about anime and imagination and superheroes, and I was like, this is my what? This is everything I love. This is your
thing, yeah.
Yeah. So so we ended up doing it. I rented out a trampoline for him to jump for any cool poses, and we just had a blast. So I did that. Back in Orlando, I meet Ronnie Jerkins, and then my neighbor. Now, at this time, I am not making a lot of money.
I was about to ask, no side hustles though, right?
No,
outside of
this is the only hustle. There's no plan B. When you're going after your goal, there's no plan B.
I love that.
So I was actually really broke. So I'm staying on my friend's couch at the same time as all this stuff is happening. And my neighbor, this is way after let me see. I think I might be confusing. This happens when I come back to Orlando. So before I did the B.O.B. album cover, my neighbor was like, yo, I'm moving to LA on Monday. Do you guys want to go? And I'm like, yeah, I only have $20. So me and my friend hop in the whip and we drive cross country to LA.
I just love the whole premise of how this conversation comes out. I'm moving to LA. You want to come with me?
Yeah, that's how it was. He came up on a Friday. He's like, yo, Monday I'm moving to LA. Do you guys want to go? Me and my boy, this guy named Murray Mile, we had done projects together. And I remember our first music video, it was for this group called Trill. It went on World Star Hip Hop because that was the thing. That was the pinnacle at a time. And we were it did 1 million views in a day. I said, my life is over. It's changing. it's up. I remember jumping on the couch that we were sleeping on. We were just so excited. And
that y'all both were sleeping on?
Yeah. He was already sleeping on the couch, and I moved in on the other couch. I just couldn't afford to pay my rent. My friend Boston let us stay there. So we're there, and when it hit 1 million views, it took us 6 months to do this music video, by the way. It's huge special effects, helicopters, all kinds of stuff. And that was it. That's when I got the first real hit of, success on the internet is temporary. You know, this is an age of disposable media. Hot today, forgotten tomorrow, you know? And that was hard to accept early on, but it's great training ground for me. But I thought, oh, my life is going to change, but I'm still here.
In what capacity? In the marketing capacity, or in the sense of like you're going to get a check? Because at that time, if WorldStar had it, then you weren't getting a payout.
We weren't getting a payout. No, in the sense of like, you have to keep showing up. Like one video, you know, it's great. That's cool. Everyone's going to talk about it, but in an hour, another hot video is coming out. Or tomorrow, 20,000 other projects are coming out that have that same effect. So you're just kind of like drowned out, you know? I didn't have anything else, so it was just that. So then we moved to LA, and that was like a 3-day trip. It's hilarious just how we got there. Rest in peace to my friend that drove us there. He passed away during COVID.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He was young too, huh?
He was young, yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved to LA, and I'm sleeping on another friend's couch. Friends that went to school with me.
So you called in advance?
Yeah.
Were you all calling little homies in advance?
Yeah, I was like, hey, listen, I got some meetings out there. Like, this is how delusional I am. And you have to be delusional with your dream. But I was so delusional. I was like, I got a meeting with Ronnie Jerkins. I'm just going to stay at your house for a few days. And then, you know, like, we're going to be working. So they were like, all right, yeah, cool, come through. I get there, I call Rodney, I'm like, hey, or I sent him an email. I don't remember if I had his number or not, but I was like, yo, I'm here. And he was like, cool. I was like, I thought he was gonna be excited and be like, yo, come to the office and work. I mean, like a few weeks later, you know, I went to the office and
did you do a follow-up after he said cool?
Yeah, like I am #1 Mr. Persistent.
Okay.
You know, like, I will hit people up. I used to tweet so much I had to go to Twitter jail because I'd be like, new visual heat. I only have one video. New visual heat. Yo, Soulja Boy, hey Bow Wow. Like, I'm just hitting everybody up thinking this is how I'm gonna get the job. So,
do you ever think such as Twitter jail?
Yeah. Oh, you tweet so much within an hour, you can't tweet for like a certain amount of time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I
love that for you though.
I was going crazy.
Okay,
like, on the internet,
you worked
on
very
MySpace.
hard to get to where you're at.
Oh yeah, like this is, you know, and I'm still like going.
So
what
what was that follow up though looking like with the okay cool response? Like, hey, I'm leaving in 3 days. You better see if we can link.
No, it was just like, I'm here. I was like, he was like, let me know when you're here. So then I was telling all my friends, hey, we're gonna be working with Ronnie Jerkins. He's got this reality show. He's got music videos. He's got artists. Like, I'm telling all my friends the dream and the idea that we're gonna do. And you know, the reality was like, that's not how Hollywood works. So I'm out here. And I'm like, well, cool. Like, that's not gonna stop me.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna figure out how to get on. So I would go to the coffee shop on Sunset, and it's right across from the CNN building. The Coffee Bean, our coffee shop that's right there in the corner. I'd be up inside there shooting emails all day. Emails, MySpace, Twitter, all day. And I'd walk up and down Sunset, knocking on Nickelodeon's door or trying to get a meeting at this studio. Like, I didn't know how it worked, but I'm trying. This is my everyday. Yeah. And then finally, Rodney hit me.
Okay.
And he's like, yo, come through to the studio. I got some artists I want you to work with. Those artists, Victoria Monet, Lil Play. Like, this is before, like, they are who they are today. TB Hits. And, you know, then I start working with them and doing music videos for them. And it's cool. Then I get a call to head back to Florida to work on projects for Flow Rider and E-Class. And
from Ozone or?
Not even from Ozone. From
the artist?
No, from another friend of mine. He wanted to manage me.
Okay.
So he called me up. I'm like, you know what? Like, videos aren't really popping over here like that. Like, I'm going back and forth. I was like, you know what? Let me just stay out here in Orlando for another year and see what's going on.
So you went back to?
I went back to Orlando, got an apartment, started working again. Okay. And I still wanted to get out to LA, but like, I had more work out here. That's when I did B.O.B. and Flow Rider and all these other artists. And then I get a call from Suzanne DePass. Suzanne DePass, she found Michael Jackson and all these other artists. And Suzanne DePass and Alex Thomas, that's who called me. Hey, we want to do a reality show for Alex. I'm like, cool. You know, so I fly back out. They get my ticket one way, and I'm staying at Tommy Brown's house.
Okay.
TB Hits, big producer.
Yeah, I know. We've been trying to get him. Shout outs to never ever locking him in, but yeah.
So Tommy's like one of my good friends. He's like, yo, you can stay at my house. I'm like, cool.
And he lives in a big ass house. Was he producing?
No, this is
before he was big.
This is us
like,
living off of Lancashire in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, like, this is really before.
Yeah, we're talking like 2009, 2010.
Okay.
It was Struggle City. So it's me and him.
It's crazy to see where you guys are at now.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's me and him, and him and Victoria are actually dating at this time. And so he's like, I'm gonna stay at her house, and he stays at her house across the street, and Danny Lay ends up moving into their spot. So it's all them, Danny Lay's family, and I'm over in Tommy's apartment. So I get a job at this so I do Alex Thomas's job with them, and they sell that to Style, which is great, like a year or so later. But I'm still like grinding.
I'm just curious. Now, when you go into the negotiations, we got to try the food before it gets cold, by the way, because actually, let's take a little bite break. Bite break.
Here we go.
You gonna take the nice sip of the Kool-Aid?
Yep, I'm gonna get my Kool-Aid jammer ready.
Oh my god.
Boom. There we go.
This is good. With the cheese.
That's the George Foreman grilled burger right there.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
I'm gonna have to do this again. This is good. That was a good burger.
Thank you very much. Chef Wes in the building.
I don't know why I don't make burgers anymore.
I haven't either. But I'll try to make one for Brandy. We'll see what she says.
With the Kool-Aid, woo! It's a good meal.
Did you?
I'm gonna take one more bite before I get into my next question, which is gonna be, how are you running the prices? How are you negotiating your prices at this time? Are you just taking what they're offering and you're being really cool? Or are you doing some pushback?
Great question. So when I was younger, and we're talking the same time, my mom would tell me, know your worth. You have a valuable product, know your worth. I took that very literally. So I did not get it. There was a heavy amount of people inquiring with me, and I was outpricing myself so much. Photo shoot, $5K. I gotta know my value. Photo shoot, because sometimes people would pay that. So I'm like, oh, this is the price. This is the price if you need X, Y, and Z. And
you would say it up front when they call.
Yeah. I didn't have really any negotiating skills. I'd be like, this is what it is. They're like, man, I got $3K. Sorry, man, can't do it. I was sleeping on a couch for that specific reason. I lost a lot of jobs because I didn't understand negotiating. I didn't understand what it meant to know your value. I thought or know your worth, because I thought know your worth was like, hey, up here, I know the skill set I have, but I'm still building a resume, off of a few projects. So I didn't understand that. And so that's what led me to be on a couch for 2 to 3 years.
Because you were also turning down gigs.
I was turning down so many gigs.
And nobody was having a come to Jesus moment with you?
My friends, listen, I was extremely hard-headed. The most hard-headed. I was the guy who would argue in meetings the difference between invisible and invincible. Explain an idea. I'm like, yeah, he turns invisible or invincible. He turns invincible. And they're like, you mean invisible? I'm like, no, he turns invincible, man. What are you talking about? And one day I went on Google. I was like, why does everyone keep arguing me about this? And I looked and I was like, wow. And I just had a flash of all the meetings I had of people's frustration and hard-headedness and me arguing to them to the ground of just my ideas, because I always had elaborate ideas. And, all my friends, Marcus, Doug, Jamie, all of them would just be like, Wes, what are you talking about? This is great. They're going to give us 10 grand. I'm like, no, it needs to be 25,
so
for this video.
What was the come to Jesus moment where you were like, all right,
sleeping on the couch? Sleeping on the couch.
3 years of sleeping on the couch? You woke up one day, epiphany, no?
No, I mean, I ended up getting a manager,
Okay.
Like he was like, what are you doing? Like we have, like, you can do these videos, like you could do it at this price. So it took a lot of that. Like I remember when I moved back to Florida, my last job in Florida, my friend approached me. He was like, listen, man, I really want to help you, like, take your stuff to the next level. I'd like to manage you. And so I was like, you know what? I definitely need a change. So yes. So we did an agreement. And when I got back to LA to like kind of wrap up whatever I was doing out there, I got a call from B.O.B.'s manager. It's like, hey, I want to take you on a world tour with Bob. Like his album is taking off, his music is taking off. And this was a really, pivotal moment. And I told him I couldn't do it because I just signed with another manager. So like that didn't even happen.
Wait, I don't understand why management affected that.
I didn't know. It didn't. Like, I could have went there, but I think he wanted to manage me.
Oh, he wanted.
I think he wanted to manage me, but like he was also offering me to go on tour, and I was like, I'm sorry, I just signed another deal. Anyways,
and they're trying to manage you as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
They come out on tour with him as a filmmaker and shoot the stuff. So, anyways, boom.
It's also a testament. I mean, looking from the sidelines, it's a testament to how great your skill set was and your work ethic was when people are like, yo, I want to manage you. Because management is technically like commission based. It's like you eat what you kill, right? A percentage.
Yeah, it's a percentage. And so, that didn't end up happening, but I still, maintain a great relationship with all of them. So I'm in Florida doing those videos. And now we're back to when I'm here in LA. Working. I started working at this place called Hollywood Video. It's right behind Saddle Ranch. It's not there anymore, but they did like paparazzi videos. They would go out, film paparazzis, and I only had to work like 3 days a week for like $900.
Okay.
I was like, this is great money. I'm sleeping on Tommy's couch for free, and I'm working in this place. But I'm not gonna lie, this is I gotta lie a little bit. But I wasn't taking the job too serious, so I was spelling stuff wrong. Like actor versus actress.
Okay.
Renee Zellweger, and I'm writing Renee Zebra. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm writing something wrong, and I'm getting fired. The same day I get fired, Tommy's like, hey, I got to move back into this apartment, so you got to find your own spot. And I'm like, okay, cool. But like that day, I had put my last $2,000 down on an apartment. Now I'm like, I don't got no money.
Yeah.
Here I am in the same situation. I'm fired from this job. I've moved out of Tommy's spot. I'm in this new apartment. I put last month and that month's rent down. I'm at zero.
Yeah.
So now
like
I'm
zero.
Yeah. Like, well, maybe like $150.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I going to do? And so again, I tap back into, just kind of like that hustle mentality, like how to get work, how to get a job. I ended up getting a job at Buna Murray. And Buna Murray, they do Kardashians and Real World and shows like that. Oh,
yeah.
So I get a job over there in the digital department. So this is when YouTube's on that rise. So YouTube's on that rise, and I'm inviting different YouTubers in to be on the show. And within that time, I meet Daystorm.
Okay.
So I meet Daystorm, and he comes on the show, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start shooting short films on YouTube. And I did a Spider-Man short film that he cameoed in. I met him at his party at his house, and we became cool. And my video that I did went viral, and this kid named King Batch, he saw it, and he hit me up. He's like, yo, I saw the Spider-Man video. And I'm like, oh, dude, I just seen your videos on the internet. I think you're funny too. So then we connect, and he's like, yo, I want to start doing music videos, And I was like, oh, I do these music videos right here. So
you already had this popping ass resume. Go on.
Yeah. And
like, blah, blah. So anything else?
So he's like, yeah, I want to do music videos. So I'm like, cool. So we get a budget together and we do music videos, but he needs people in his videos. He doesn't know anybody. So I'm like, well, I met a bunch.
He wasn't originally from LA or something?
No, Batch is from like Canada or something.
Oh, okay, okay. So he's new.
He's
new. Not, and this is before he connects with Storm, or do you meet him through Storm? Or you connected them? Get the freak out. Okay, so you meet him fresh off the boat.
Yeah, so like he's doing like amazing videos on his own, and I'm like, these are super funny. So I start shooting his YouTube videos and stuff like that. And so So he needs to do this video, and I invite all the cool YouTubers that I know, Daystorm, JK Films, Malik, like all really dope YouTubers, and they're all in this video. So him and Daystorm.
And are you still working for Bernie at the time?
Buna Murray, yeah.
Buna Murray,
I'm still working.
Sorry.
I'm still working on that. And so, so yeah, they link up and then they start doing videos like crazy.
Okay.
All right.
So you like literally created a whole dominant. You're the reason why these guys are like, okay.
So boom. So they connect. They start doing their videos. I'm doing YouTube, and then this app called Vine comes out, and my friend Ken Michael, like Batch used to like cameo in all the music videos I do for like Esther Dean. I did one for like Lil Wayne and Trey Songz, and he would cameo in it or be my PA, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, I would bring him along on all these shoots. I remember, what did I do? Batch. Oh, I started. So Tommy, he's doing his stuff at the studio. I'm meeting different artists in the studio. Travis Scott came through before he was Travis Scott, and me and him were talking about videos we were gonna do together. And I met Neo's manager's son, and then so I ended up meeting Neo. This is like between 2011, 2013. You know, all this stuff is happening. And I go out there to shoot a video. They're like, hey, we want to shoot a video with Neo working out with his trainer, Boss. So I meet Boss and I meet Neo. Boss is like, oh shit, you dope. And I was like, oh, you dope too. So I do the video, boom, keep it moving. He's like, hey, listen, they love the video. We want to do it better and put a real budget in your hands. And the budget was like, you know, 500 to 5K, something like that. I'm like, cool. I could put this together, make something dope. We did that. Me and Boss built an incredible relationship from there. And there was a basketball game for Kevin Hart. We knew about Vine, but we weren't actually active on it just yet. So we do this big basketball game between Kevin Hart and Neo's camp, and that's when Boss and Neo met, or Boss and Kevin met. Their relationship took off. So then Vine comes out, and I'm like, oh,
Boss and Kevin met in their relationship, or Neo and Kev met in their relationship?
Neo and Kev already knew each other. Boss and Kevin met at this event.
And then it takes off.
And then they take off. I remember just...
You're just the relationship connector. Okay.
I didn't connect them. But I
I get it. Okay.
Boom. So he was like, yo, I do this. I'm a trainer. I got Neo in shape. He's like, Kev's like, oh yeah. I definitely want to tap in with you. And then they've built an incredible like business. So then Vine comes out, and I'm going over there just to film people's Vines. And I'm filming it, and they're like, Wes, you should shoot Vines so you funny. I'm like, nah, guys, I'm trying to do movies and television. So I'm filming Batch. He's got, you know, first month, 1,000 followers. 2 weeks later, you know, 30,000 followers. At the end of the month, 1 million followers. Like literally, it was like that. And I would come in sporadically. And then a month after they got 1 million followers, I was like, I'm about to start shooting these type of videos, you know, because like I thought I was just, I'm trying to.
And you're just shooting, you're not editing.
No, I'm just.
Are they editing at this point?
No, we have to edit within the app, so it's like it's 6 seconds, so it's like record, stop, cut, and then we figured out how to hack the app and get on the back end, download the footage to be able to cut it in different ways. So it was like a whole thing. So it was Vine was probably one of the most stressful things ever because I don't even think I said I grew up in Japan, but. Yeah, we started at the beginning of the career. We started at the beginning of the career. But yes, I moved to Japan in 3rd grade, stayed to my senior year of high school. So my comedy and my outlook on comedy. Is that
where the anime comes from?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So my outlook on comedy and just urban Black comedy in general is just different, you know? So my videos, they always looked good because they came from traditional background, but Daystorm would call them well-edited deletes. Like, shit's not funny. Like... But it looks good.
He's so cold-blooded, too.
He kept it real.
Can you say that quote again?
Well-edited deletes. Yes. He's like, oh, no, that's a delete. That's what it would be. Like, that's a delete. Yeah, West videos look good, but they always well-edited deletes. You know, like, it was just a thing. And I'll tell you what lit the fire under me. Melvin Gregg.
Melvin. Shout-outs to him. I've been trying to get him forever. No shout-outs. I have never booked him.
Well, I'll tell him, okay? Melvin was the one person that was able to get under my skin so much that I was like, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong.
What did he say to get you?
He was like, you know, maybe making videos like this ain't for you.
Oh shit. Oh.
And I remember just being inside that group chat hot. And I was so determined. Like I've never been so determined in my life. I mean, I've always been determined. But that one right there, I was like, I was angry.
Yeah.
So
even with your whole body of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melvin just
he knew what he was doing or something?
No, he was just like that back then.
Okay,
he was just like that. Jesus. So for the first 2 years, I would say, or first year and a half, my videos were not like taking off. Okay. You know, like there was no, revines were a big thing, and community was a big thing, and how people connected and networked was a big thing. And here I am just scrounging, like, hey, can you revive my video? Or hey, let's shoot a video. It was, like what I would do is I would say something and Daystorm would be like, that's my vine. Like that's how quick an idea can go. Like, oh man, it'd be funny if this, or you just have a conversation. Like someone would be able to snatch a vine out the air. Like that's my idea. And we'd get in these big groups. Wow. Me, Daystorm, Leanne, Clarity, Splack, Melvin, all of us. We would do Vine meetups, and
you guys would shoot. Like I remember, it would be like days. Like it would be like Saturday, Sunday would be a shoot day, right?
Oh no, like every day would be a shoot day.
Okay, got it.
And like if you didn't get in those first 6 to 7 videos, because it's so high energy for someone's video, to get someone's attention and shoot the idea. By the time it's your turn for your video, everyone's editing and everyone's giving you like low ass energy. And I'd always be in the low ass energy category. I'd shoot everyone's stuff like, cool. All right, my idea. All right. Okay, I got my idea now. Or I'd come there not prepared with an idea because it was a lot of pressure. You're dealing with like personalities that are just like yours or bigger than yours. And in those situations, like I think I have a big personality, but like when I get around bigger ones, I kind of
shrink down a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of just like be like, all right, I'm not trying to like out talk someone. Or
whenever I'd see you, you'd always be quiet. Like anytime I was around that group, you would always be extremely quiet. It almost seemed like you were unapproachable.
Nah, it was never that. It was just like I'd be in deep thought or like trying to think of like, how can I do it? So I would default into my skill set and I'll just film the video, And this is before people were tagging people in videos because, I was like, man, I should get tagged in it because I shot it. Like I would do like unique camera movements and stuff like that. Anyways.
When do you end up on the other side of the camera? That's where I think you were headed.
Or behind?
Yeah, in front.
Oh, then when I started shooting videos.
Okay, when I started
shooting videos, that's when I was like in front. So
after
like,
you saw Batch's like numbers go?
Everyone's numbers went. Like everyone's numbers went
crazy.
So it took about a year and a half for my things to start catching on. And that's when the Vine ended up going away. So like everything was getting a million views. Everything I posted would get a million views. So I went to Facebook, would remix my ideas, and then in 4 months I got 1 million followers.
Are you guys starting to see payouts?
Yeah. I remember my first brand deal was like $75. And I was like, well, I'm getting paid to do something I would do for free anyway. Also, Butte and Murray, that had ended. So like here I am again. Like
Brokeville?
Yeah, Brokeville. So like 2014, 2015, 2016, it's kind of Brokeville. 2015 is when I met Brandy, and I remember specifically ripping eviction notices off my door. I'd be like, wait, let me run upstairs real quick. And I go.
Oh, you're talking about your fiance?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So like you'd be coming home from a date, like, let me go upstairs
first.
Oh
man, I remember like she was like, what do you guys do? I was like, we make videos. I met her at Lamorne's house. And she was like, you guys don't have jobs? I was like, no, we make videos. And I had started making money doing videos by that time. It wasn't a lot, but I was making some. So I was still doing music videos. I think in 2016 is when I did my last official music video for Flowrider. But yeah, so videos were taking off. I start working with like Fortune 50 and 500 companies doing branded content for them. So like now I'm getting, because of these videos, I'm getting published in Bloomberg magazine for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like those different things are happening.
Can you share with us what you were being published in Bloomberg magazine for all those that don't know?
So in Bloomberg magazine, I was interviewed for bridging the gap between traditional and digital media. And then because of the commercial spots I was doing, they were going viral. It seemed like a sketch at first, but it'd be a branded content piece. So by the end, you're like, oh, damn, that was a brand deal?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it was. They named me game-changing influencer in like 2017 or 2018 for bridging that gap between traditional digital.
And you guys sure did. You definitely played a pivotal role in that because now nothing looks the same.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so crazy how this has changed. But that, you know, the influencer game, I always looked at it as a stepping stone because I was like, okay, I wanted to become in the industry to work from behind to get in front, but I ended up having an extremely good skill set being behind. Social media allowed me to be in front. You know, I could be whoever I want to be on there. So that's how that personality built up. Because of that, that's how I was casted in movies. Like, director saw me at a party, goofing off with my friends, like, I'm gonna put you in a movie. I'm like, yeah, all right. No, he was dead serious. He was dead serious. And so, boom, I got in a movie from there. I got another movie from Romany Malco because of the internet stuff. He's like, yo, I want you to be in my film. And, you know, this is a film with Regina King and all these other actors. But he taught me that. And he just said it briefly. He was like, because I went in doing Vine stuff, big. He was like, listen, for the big screen, you have to be small. For the small screen, you have to be big. And I was like, oh, okay. And so that's, you know, just in terms of like action on the smaller screen on the phone, look to the door.
Yeah.
On a big screen, look to the door. It's like, you know, like that's it's subtle. That. You know, like it's so much, it's subtlety there. So that's how I got my first movie, my second movie, and then my last one that I did was with Cedric the Entertainer. Again, they saw a reel of stuff I put together, and they're like, yo, can you fly out tomorrow to be in this film with
and
Cedric?
how are they seeing the reels? I
always have a reel put together. So I have an acting reel, a voiceover reel, a directing reel. You know,
Is it like on a website or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Okay,
you know?
I like you. I like the way you move business-wise.
Oh, yeah.
You're like marketing, business, sales. You're not just, because a lot of people can just, creative can lock in solely on creative, but you from jump are like, business card right here. Like,
oh yeah. So like marketing has always, I don't know, I just kind of got it. I was never afraid to put myself out there. And social media just put a different battery pack on my back because those numbers showed you had value or there were people that were invested into you. So I worked with so many different brands, from T-Mobile to Toyota to Walmart to Xbox to you name it. And what ended up happening is I started building a strong relationship with the movie studios. So now the movie studios are like, hey, Wes, we want you to host this screening and we want you to bring big influencers there. I'm like, great. Well, can I show a short film of mine? Because what I really want to do is direct movies. They're like, absolutely.
Oh, so instead of asking for a check, you were asking for...
No, I still get a check.
Oh.
I would still get a check. But like, what would be great is I'd be able to showcase a short film of mine in front of an audience.
But I don't think anyone would have thought to ask that, though. You know, they would have been like, thank you for the check, but yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know anybody else that was doing it, but, you know, I felt like creators and influencers, they were doing it because they were all out here not to be on social media, but to be in Hollywood, not knowing we were building the new Hollywood.
Wow,
you know?
That's a big statement.
Yeah, we did not. You know who did know? Daystorm knew, because Daystorm was like, he was like, we should keep shooting these videos. Like, checks are going to start coming in. And we're like, you serious? Like, he's like, I'll call him the Godfather.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
For sure.
But it's funny, though. He played a significant role in mentoring. He still mentors a lot of people around him. I don't think he discriminates on any level with that. But to see everyone hit their different peaks at different times,
it starts with him. Like, I will 100% give credit to Daystorm Power, because he's kind of guided all of us, like so many of us, and giving us advice, and just like, he never lies. Never lies. Keeps it real. And you know, I always give credit to him for that.
But you said he saw the big screen. Can you kind of get into that, what you kind of took from that? The
big screen without paying.
But he saw, you were, if we backtrack just like a couple seconds, you were like kind of saying like, he saw that there was an option for the big screen, or for Hollywood, or for the transition from Hollywood to...
Yeah.
What were you saying?
He was like, yo, we're going to start getting paid from doing these videos. Okay. So like, keep staying on it. Because we're like, well, how do we make money? Like, we're not making any money. Like, what do we do in this situation? Like, hey, they want to pay me. He's like, this is how you handle this. Yo, there's a power in saying no. Yo, this is how you negotiate. Like, all those different things. And so I would take each of those things and apply it to everything I was doing. So when it came to brands, one of the tactics and things that I would use is like, all right, a brand's gonna hit you up and they're gonna say, hey, we want to post on your page. How much do you cost? Now you could say a number and they could easily be like, say I say like $15,000. They're like, sorry, we're not gonna do that. Deal's gone, right? But this is money you're not thinking about in the first place. So that's number one. So when they say, how much does it cost? What are you looking to pay? Whoever says the first number first loses.
Yeah.
Boom. And so I'm like, okay. So that's how I started approaching it all. Like, all right, this is money I'm not thinking about in the first place. So whether I get it or not, I don't care. Boom, lock that in. What are you guys looking to spend? Oh, they're looking to spend $15K? Great. I didn't have that thought yesterday or anything like that. Like, this is what you want to pay me? Great. Hey, can we do 25K, for this and this? We can't do that, but we could do 20K. Boom, locked it in, done. Now I've won. And so it's that and building upon that every single time. So the deals went from 2K to 10K to 15K, 20K.
And how are you managing your money when you're getting these checks? Are you blowing?
Accountant. No, accountant.
You had an accountant the whole time.
No, I had to get an accountant because I was like, I don't know what to do with all this, So I had to get an accountant to get the business straight, like taxes and everything like that. So
how'd you know how to do that? Did someone whisper in your ear, "Hey, by the way," or were you like, "Hey"?
All of us kind of talked, like, yo, you need an accountant, like to help you manage this money. You don't want to blow it all, So that's
I like that open. It was a very safe place. Everyone's trying to foster everyone's growth. No haterade. All right. Now I'm gonna fast track you.
Okay.
The fast track is all the way to some of the highlights of what you're doing now. I want to, before we get into the masterclass and some of the bigger things that you're working on, I want to talk about your first commercial, for TV. Tell me about that experience. What was it like? The call, the whole nine.
The call was someone I had worked with on brand deals before. They went to an agency called Tool of North America. They were looking to build a creator arm, and I was the first call. So we talked, and when you do brand deals online, it's literally like a paragraph. Like, what do you want to do, or what's your idea? I do the paragraph. They're like, okay, cool. Here's $50K. Boom, I just do it. So
they ask you what you want to do. This is the creator. This is how to be a creator and how brand deals work. You write a paragraph. This is my idea. This is what I want to do. They're like, okay, cool. Here's the money. We're looking for the product. Boom. Now, on the traditional side, it's, hey, we're looking for a director. We need to see the concept of what you're trying to do. At first, I tried to send a paragraph, and they were like, what the hell is this? This is Allstate. We can't, this is not how we work. Like, what's the theme? What's the tone? What kind of cameras are you going to use? What's the lighting look like? I'm like, wait, what? I have to do all of that? They're like, that's the job of the director. So that was a quick crash course. If I wanted to do this, boom. So I get awarded the job. This is like a month vetting process, because they're going against other directors. I get the job. It's 3 Allstate commercials in a single day. And I'm like, all right, cool. So they bring on another director that's more experienced to come in and have my back. But when he got there, he was like, oh, I think you got it. I'm just going to chill in the back. Boom. Knock those out. They signed me after doing those commercials. And now I'm on the road to doing national commercial spots. Holy cow.
Yeah.
And
this is big Hollywood.
How much money are you talking, where you're like, oh my goodness, was it money that was noticeable, or was it just
because it works differently. You're dealing with corporate, so now I'm not an employee, I'm a contractor, whereas as an influencer I am a contractor, but it's kind of I set the rules. This is my page. I am the television network. So where it's, let me give you an example. If it's a $300,000 commercial, a director will get 2 to 3% of that. Okay. Sometimes up to 10%. That's it. So you have your different departments sectioned off. You have your, you know, it's $300,000, but you're paying for grip and electric. You're shutting down streets. You're renting houses. Like I don't get all that budget. So that was a wake up call. You know, it's like you have to build up that resume to get that check like that. But you know, this is great. This is a great resume builder, this kind of solidifies me as like an official director. Now that I'm doing these type of commercials. So boom, I started doing those. That's building my resume. Now I have another feather in the cap to go in and approach people with. I don't have an agent. I just have a manager, and it's just me. Like, it's me, and it's built off of my hustle and people, you know, within the agency hustling for me. So that's kind of like how those commercials work. But it's still like amazing. Oh wow, I'm doing like a real commercial, like for real.
So you sign on to do more.
Yep. So I signed.
So your resume is looking popping.
It's like, popping. It's building.
It's popping, and you're learning the difference between talking corporate and talking
digital
influencer, or and the different types of entrepreneur, like versus like I own my own network, so I'm plugging into someone else's network. Yep. Now, can you fast forward me to Masterclass with Kevin Hart?
Yeah. So
how does that come about?
So I mean, it goes back to relationships with boss. Like what I've learned in this industry is you plant seeds that are going to blossom over the next 3 to 5 years. I met Boss back in 2012. You know, he meets Kev in 2013. They build up their thing. There's a point, like I think in 2017, where they flew us all out to Hawaii to shoot stuff for Kev. You know, and like I've already had that relationship with Boss, and there's a bigger story with inside of there. But me, Daystorm, Clarity, all of us, we all went to Hawaii to shoot stuff for Kev, and it was crazy. And we helped promote his film, What Now? All the videos went millions and millions of views online. And Kev was already becoming a global superstar, but he was like, when What Now came out, he was like out of here, you know? And his life has been changing since, I want to say, like 2010. He just became popular, like boom. So it's always great to be a part of that. Masterclass came about. Brandy and I, we got hired by Heartbeat to host Heartbeat Weekend. You know, we had been building rapport with them. I had been doing stuff with Heartbeat already, and I had signed to LOL back in like 2018 when Kev first launched it.
Signed to them as what though?
As a influencer. So they had when he launched it, he signed a bunch of influencers, myself, Woody, Jahan, you know, a few different influencers to create content, and we were plugged in with him. Now his team noticed me moving more in the director area, and Brian Smiley hit me up, and he was like, hey, you know, he's a CEO at the time, or COO at the time. He's like, hey, would you be interested in doing a masterclass for Kev? What? Yeah. And after I hung up, I looked at Brandy and I was like, I have no idea what a masterclass is or how to do it. But I'm just like, yes. Yeah. So
sorry about that.
So yeah, that's how that came about. And around that time, I had just shot my first official like large short film, Vigilante, and so I had to take a break from it. This is a 5-month project for Kevin's Masterclass. So go into his house.
5 months?
Yeah, it took 5 months to get it done.
Jesus.
Yeah, all because it was his schedule. Kevin's schedule is insane. So trying to find time to sit with him, trying to work out with him, go to his house, ride different places with him, just to see how did you build this empire? Was this an accident? Did you mean to do it? What, I need to learn, how do I become you? That's what I need to know. Yeah. In this, because you've done it in such an incredible way, and you're still able to have fun doing the thing you do. And how his team works, they are so just kind of sharp, from Boss to Harry to Joey. They move very strategically, and then he has Heartbeat that moves strategically as well. So he's busy all the time. So when it came to shooting, I had 2 4-hour days with him to shoot it, but everything else I had to build around. So I'm looking through tons and hours of footage of him from his early days. How am I going to construct this thing? So it was like a whole thing. And
so you actually had to do 99.9.
Oh, so much. And then I brought on my friend who I went to school with, film school, Alan. He was working on the Marvel films. Okay. So he came in and edited with me, and we knocked the whole thing out.
Jeez. I love that you do the behind the scenes of the whole experience. Absolutely. I think there's a connection to be built, so people can kind of like grow with you, fall in love with you, like he'd be excited with you, like, oh wow, this is so amazing. And I love that he expressed it.
Yeah.
I love that part about your whole journey, that you're like, you take the time to do the behind the scenes and talk about.
I think it's
your
important,
emotions.
you know, you get to show people what it's like behind the curtain, you know, like, because I was the kid that would put my face against the TV screen and try to see around the corner, like, what's back there, you know? And, you know, the internet allowed me just to like show, like, hey, this is what I'm going through. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, you know, like, to be completely honest. And I don't know what I'm doing, but like, this is how I'm figuring it out. Like, if I'm going to leave anything, I always said, like, when I got the answers, because I was always trying to get the answers, but there's gatekeepers. Nobody wants to give you the answers. So I was just like, when I get the answers, I'm just going to give them away. You know, like, do with it what you will. But like, this is what I learned. Hopefully you could take something away, use it for yourself.
Nice.
So,
wow.
So yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got 1 hour with you.
Is that an hour? Man, I've been running my mouth.
An hour, okay? And it's been an exciting journey. I don't think I got to cover everything, because it sounds like there was so many good details and juicy stories that I probably missed out on. But what can people look forward to next in regards to projects?
Right now, you can check out my film Vigilante on American Airlines. That just dropped about a month ago, and my brother wrote it. It took us a year to get done, but it went to festivals all last year: New York, Florida, Atlanta, DC, Texas, California. Like, it went all over, and it finally landed on American Airlines. So it's technically a global release.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it flies all over
And
the
then
world.
what was it like getting that deal?
Surreal, you know, like, when it comes to being a feature film director, I don't want to just be any director. I want to be the best. I want to be a blockbuster global superstar director. I don't need to be a superstar director, but I want to create films that people never look away from. And I envision that for myself. So, you know, at the end of last year, I signed to the Directors Guild of America, which was huge, you know, huge milestone. And now those huge directors are now my peers. So one of my mentors is Tim Story, you know, Think Like a Man, Ride Along, Barbershop. And he's kind of taking me under his wing and he's teaching me the ropes of, like, what is it like to do a $100 million film, you know? So putting myself in those positions.
And you could, like, pick up the phone, call him, or text him with questions. Okay, I love that. So he's like a mentor now.
Big mentor. We worked on Kevin's latest commercial on Qatar Airways. If you ever fly Qatar Airways, I don't know why I have a lot of airline stuff, but if you ever fly Qatar Airways, the new safety video stars Kevin Hart.
Oh, wow.
And so I was co-writer and creative producer on that, and Tim Story directed it. So
all right. And you're doing more stuff with Kevin right now, right?
Yeah, heading back out to New York right now to do some more stuff for Qatar and him. So
nice.
All the social stuff on Qatar Airways with Kev, I got to direct.
And then what advice would you give to anybody pursuing either the industry, influencing, filmmaking, even though I feel like you left a nice road trail of nuggets, but...
For anybody that is looking to do something that they're passionate about, go all in, bet on yourself. No one's coming to save you. You have to be your biggest fan and just do it. You know, like, a little bit of time, you know, every day towards the thing that you want to do. You're going to look up at some point and be like, damn, I did a lot, because that was me. Enjoy the person that you are right now that is doing that thing, because a lot of stuff I talk about, I was always looking at the future, like, man, one day, you know, not realizing, oh man, I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so now when I'm in the thing and I'm trying to get more out of it, I'm like intentional about meditating, sitting with it, enjoying that thing, promoting that thing, being proud of that thing. And then what's the next thing? It's always, you know, like, you have to be comfortable with being unsatisfied. Yeah. Like you're always going to be like, shit, what's next?
Yeah. I feel like
How do I do
on
it
this
again?
show in particular, you'll see that everyone that sits in your seat, like, the ceiling just keeps moving.
Yeah.
Like,
the goalpost keeps moving.
It keeps moving.
There is no
and everyone
end goal.
focuses on the goalpost. Like, you see it they're like, what can I do more?
Yeah. The goalpost keeps moving.
What was one of the most, the thing you took away the most out of dealing with the Masterclass with Kevin Hart? Who do you think his golden nut for success was?
Nobody's coming to save you. the sun's gonna come up again tomorrow, you know, like, and you have an opportunity to do the same thing and bet on yourself. Seek information. Don't be scared to say I don't know. You know, like those are huge things. You know, him, Boss, they give me, there's so many lessons inside there to take away of how to pursue the thing that you want out of life, and they are living, breathing testaments of that thing. And yeah, I think also it's like surrounding yourself with people that are doing better than you. You know, it's so important, those conversations. And you know, there are such things as people that can drain that energy if they always have what my mom would call a fly in their soup. You know, like something's always wrong. Ah, man, this just happened, and this, like, I ain't trying to be around that. Like,
a bit smart.
Let me hear about something positive. Let me hear about something that I'm not doing. How can I elevate and do something different? Yo, Tim, how did you know, what was it like doing this movie? What are some of the things you dealt with? You know, like, I'm in pursuit of greatness.
I love that.
You know, so.
And then for anyone out there that's currently going through broke times, had to rip off eviction notice while on dates, or ate burgers, slept on couches, literally was homeless. Just how did you kind of get past those errors without making it the focal point? Because it seemed like you were ripping off eviction notices, but it wasn't like the highlight of, oh shit, how am I going to pay this bill? It was like, how do I get more projects? Like, how did you?
I don't know, man. Like, God, I know that something's gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Like, I'm just like, I'm very self-driven, and I thank my mom, I thank God for that. Like, if this person can do it, why can't I do it? You know, like, I cannot. I was never in this woe is me, like, dang, it's just not gonna happen for me. I was just never that. It's just like, well, if you don't know about me, I gotta tell you about me. You know,
I like that. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I gotta get this out of my system in some way. And even when I meet people, like, I'll be honest, like, say I meet a president of Paramount, and this is a true story. Like, I'll go up to them, like, listen, I don't really have the exact words to say right now, but I just know that I'd love to show you some of my work. Is there any way I can get in contact with you? That was a real interaction. You know, like, yeah, here's my business card, hit me up. You have no idea what you just now did. Because I for sure I'm going to hit you up. So you know, and I'm still playing that game, you know, like, I'm still like, you know, job's not done. I'm inching closer to the thing, but you know, it's a constant wake up, set my intentions, chase the dream. Even this right here, this is a piece of the pie of chasing the dream. This is exposure to a whole new audience. This is, you know, helping fulfill your thing. You know, like, anytime I work with someone, it's like, how can I make you look great? You know, like, this is your dream. This is your goal. If I can help contribute to that, that's good karma to me. You know, why not?
Thank you.
So, absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I'm super thankful.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So
Likewise.
Nice, yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in. You can keep up with Wuz Good. How?
On all social medias.
Spell it out.
It's WUZGOOD. It's literally the one on everything.
Yeah. At Wuz Good. Peace out.